The city that shouldn't have been. They say modern Venice stands on the remains of a vanished civilization. But what if it's not just a myth? What if it's just the tip of the iceberg? In 2022, a group of independent surveyors discovered a strange anomaly under one of the districts of the old city. Radar scanners showed that at a depth of 12 meters under the canals lie structures that have nothing to do with it. At first, experts thought it was just old foundations of medieval buildings, long submerged due to the rising waters. But the shapes were wrong, too geometric, too perfect. These were not ruins made by human hands in the last millennium. Instead, the patterns resembled something far older, far more complex. The discovery triggered a wave of theories among researchers and conspiracy enthusiasts alike. Was Venice built upon the ruins of a forgotten civilization? A civilization so advanced that their technology baffled even modern scientists? To understand the mystery, we need to go back thousands of years to an era long erased from official history books. Long before Venice existed, before Rome rose to power, before even the pyramids of Egypt were built, scholars suspect that advanced human cultures flourished and disappeared without a trace. These lost civilizations, hidden beneath layers of time, are said to have mastered technologies and knowledge that we are only beginning to grasp today. Among the most famous tales is the legend of Atlantis, first mentioned by Plato in his dialogues. According to him, Atlantis was a powerful island nation that vanished beneath the waves in a single day and night of catastrophe. While many have dismissed this story as myth, archaeological and geological evidence has started to hint that something remarkable might have happened in the distant past, a civilization wiped out by natural disaster, leaving behind submerged ruins. But could Venice be a modern-day city built directly on top of these ancient remains? The idea sounds like fiction, but the recent findings push us to reconsider everything. The structures discovered under the canals show not only architectural sophistication but also signs of a technological purpose. The anomalies detected by radar and sonar include large, precisely shaped platforms, tunnel systems, and what appear to be energy conduits, features unheard of in any known ancient human settlement. This leads to the question, who built these structures and why were they hidden? Some researchers propose a radical theory that these ruins belong to a civilization that had contact with extraterrestrial beings. This is not the typical sci-fi story, but a theory supported by a surprising amount of circumstantial evidence. Ancient texts and symbols found around the world contain references to gods from the stars, beings who descended from the heavens and shared their knowledge with early humans. Could Venice be a secret repository of this ancient extraterrestrial legacy? Further analysis of the materials recovered from underwater excavations indicates that some of the stones and metals used in the construction do not match anything naturally found on Earth's surface. Their composition suggests an origin either from deep within the Earth's crust or even beyond our planet. What purpose would such materials serve? Could these structures have been power stations or research facilities, or maybe even gateways for travel between worlds? Interestingly, eyewitnesses in Venice have reported strange lights and unexplainable aerial phenomena above the city, especially near the oldest districts. Some claim these lights correspond with the areas where the underwater structures were found. While skeptics argue these are just natural or human-made phenomena, the consistency of reports over decades suggests there may be more to the story. Historical archives reveal that many old Venetian documents mysteriously disappeared during certain periods, especially in times of political upheaval. Some theorists believe that these losses were deliberate attempts to erase evidence of the city's true origins. Moreover, secret societies that have existed in Venice for centuries are rumored to guard hidden knowledge about the city's foundations and its link to forgotten powers. But the most puzzling part remains the architecture itself. The ruins show a mix of styles, some resembling early human settlements, others bizarrely futuristic, with shapes and angles that defy conventional building techniques. Is it possible that the structures were built and rebuilt over millennia by different groups, each adding their own layer of technology and meaning? As we dive deeper into this mystery, we are faced with a paradox. Modern Venice is celebrated for its beauty, art, and history, yet beneath its shimmering canals, an ancient enigma sleeps, waiting to be unraveled. What if the story of Venice is not just a story about a city, but a tale about humanity itself, about our forgotten past and the secrets we are yet to uncover? While the discovery under Venice sparked curiosity, it also opened a Pandora's box of questions, questions that challenge the very foundation of our accepted history. How could a city like Venice, famously built on seemingly fragile wooden piles driven deep into the lagoon's soft mud, rest atop such enigmatic and complex structures? And why has mainstream science shown little interest in addressing these anomalies with the seriousness they arguably deserve? Some experts propose a shocking explanation that the city we know today is actually a modern veneer constructed upon the ancient skeleton of a far older, far more advanced metropolis. This metropolis, unlike anything recorded in textbooks or taught in schools, might have been the epicenter of a civilization that predates known human history by many thousands of years. This theory gains some credibility when we consider the peculiar geography of Venice. The city is famously constructed on more than 100 small islands, connected by narrow bridges and winding canals. The wooden piles used to support the buildings were driven deep into the lagoon floor, where the low oxygen environment preserved them perfectly underwater for centuries. However, the newly discovered underwater structures lie well below this level, some as deep as 15 meters under the current waterline. Their scale and design suggest not a simple human settlement, but a sprawling network of buildings, roads, and possibly even energy grids. These structures exhibit precise geometric patterns, circles, triangles, and grids that are uncharacteristic of typical ancient construction. The shapes are sharp, angles are exact, and the scale is massive. Satellite images reveal faint grid-like lines beneath the lagoon's surface, almost like a blueprint visible from above. Um, Further insight into this mystery comes from ancient manuscripts uncovered in private Venetian collections, long hidden from the public eye. These texts describe a city beneath the city, a labyrinth of tunnels, chambers, and monumental halls built by the builders from the stars. The manuscripts, though cryptic and filled with allegories, refer to knowledge passed down through secret orders, orders that are believed to still exist today, guarding Venice's deepest secrets. The idea of secret orders and clandestine societies guarding forbidden knowledge is not new to Venice. The city has long been associated with the infamous Venetian black nobility and various esoteric groups whose influence has extended far beyond the city's boundaries. Some believe these groups protect the truth about Venice's true origins, a truth so explosive it could upend the global historical narrative and challenge accepted scientific paradigms. Um, Beyond Venice, similar underwater anomalies have been discovered across the globe, submerged cities in the Mediterranean Sea, sunken ruins off the coast of Japan, and even mysterious stone structures beneath the Baltic Sea. These discoveries share common features: massive scale, unnatural geometry, and materials unlike any commonly used by ancient humans. Could these discoveries be interconnected remnants of a global civilization that flourished during a period long erased from history books? Um, One fascinating possibility is that this ancient civilization was destroyed by a series of natural disasters: massive floods, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or even asteroid impacts. Geological records support the idea that Earth underwent significant upheavals around 12,000 years ago, a period sometimes called the Younger Dryas. This era was marked by sudden climate cooling, rising sea levels, and catastrophic events that could explain the sudden disappearance of advanced cultures and the submersion of their cities. Um, Yet, the technological sophistication evident in the Venetian structures seems to defy even this timeline. The presence of energy conduits, metallic alloys unknown to modern science, and structures designed to harness natural energies suggests a civilization that possessed knowledge far beyond what we associate with the distant past. This leads some to enter the realm of the extraterrestrial. Many ancient astronaut theorists argue that our ancestors were visited or even guided by beings from other worlds. These visitors allegedly imparted knowledge of advanced technology, mathematics, and astronomy to early humans, accelerating their development and influencing their architecture and culture. Symbols resembling star maps in alien languages found in ancient sites worldwide bolster this hypothesis. If the structures beneath Venice are indeed remnants of such an era, then the city could be a key to unlocking these lost secrets. Um, uh, Interestingly, Venetian folklore is rich with stories of mysterious sky people and strange lights in the night sky. Some locals still speak in hushed tones about glowing orbs, flying crafts, and unexplained phenomena, especially near the oldest districts where the underwater ruins were found. Eyewitness testimonies describe sudden flashes of light reflecting off the canals, aerial objects that move silently, and strange humming sounds that cannot be explained by any known machinery. Um, the question arises, why has this evidence been largely ignored, suppressed, or ridiculed by mainstream institutions? Historical events provide some clues. Venice was once a major hub of trade, power, and secret knowledge, rivaling even Rome in influence. It attracted scholars, merchants, and explorers from all over the world, some of whom might have stumbled upon the city's hidden past. Powerful institutions, both religious and secular, may have had a vested interest in controlling or hiding this knowledge to maintain social order and prevent widespread upheaval. In the modern era, governments and scientific bodies continue to show reluctance when it comes to exploring these anomalies in depth. Official funding is scarce, and research often gets redirected or classified. The independent surveyors who discovered the anomaly in 2022 had to rely on private funding and faced bureaucratic obstacles and political pressure. Their findings, though intriguing, remain largely unpublished in mainstream scientific literature, buried beneath layers of academic skepticism and media silence. Yet, clues keep emerging. Recent satellite imagery shows faint, unnatural patterns beneath the Venetian lagoon. Geophysical surveys hint at vast underground caverns and tunnels, possibly connected to ancient waterways or energy conduits. Archaeologists report that some recovered artifacts bear markings that do not resemble any known language or symbology. These signs appear to be a complex code or map, possibly linked to celestial navigation or advanced technology. One particularly fascinating discovery was a metallic device retrieved from the canal floor, a small, intricately designed object with rotating parts resembling a mechanical star chart or navigation instrument. Tests reveal it is made from an alloy unknown to modern science, highly resistant to corrosion and temperature changes, containing traces of rare elements not found in the Earth's crust. Could this device be a relic from the lost civilization beneath Venice? If so, what was its purpose? Was it used to navigate not just the Earth, but the stars? As we delve deeper into this enigma, one thing becomes clear. Venice is not just a city of romance, art, and history. It is a living monument to mysteries buried beneath time and water. Unraveling these secrets could change our understanding of human history and our place in the universe. The mystery of Venice's submerged structures has inspired countless expeditions and investigations, yet much remains hidden beneath the murky waters of the lagoon. Among the independent explorers, one name stands out. Dr. Elena Moretti, a Venetian archaeologist known for her unconventional theories and tireless dedication to unveiling the city's secrets. In 2023, Dr. Moretti led a team of divers and researchers on a daring mission to explore the deepest underwater anomalies near the ancient district of Dorsoduro. Using state-of-the-art sonar and 3D scanning technologies, her team mapped vast subterranean chambers, adorned with intricate carvings and symbols unlike anything seen in known ancient cultures. What struck the researchers most was the prevalence of star-like patterns and celestial motifs etched into the walls and floors. These were not mere decorations, but appeared to form complex astronomical maps charts that aligned with constellations visible only tens of thousands of years ago. This suggested a civilization with an advanced understanding of the cosmos, possibly predating known civilizations such as the Sumerians or Egyptians. Um, One of the most compelling findings was a massive chamber that seemed to serve as a central hub, containing a large stone monolith inscribed with a circular relief depicting a solar system, unlike our own, with planets arranged in unusual orbits and a sun surrounded by rings. Some researchers theorize this might be a representation of a distant star system, perhaps the homeworld of the so-called builders from the stars. Dr. Moretti also uncovered evidence of what might be described as an energy grid, lines of conductive material running through the walls, connected to large crystalline structures embedded in niches. Experiments revealed these crystals could store and emit energy when exposed to certain frequencies, leading some to speculate that this ancient civilization harnessed a form of clean, sustainable energy technology lost to us today. Um, the implications are staggering. If true, this suggests the presence of a high-tech society that existed before recorded history and was possibly destroyed or hidden for reasons unknown. Could Venice be the last remaining piece of a global puzzle, a sentinel city protecting the knowledge of this vanished civilization? Um, Meanwhile, outside the realm of archaeology, conspiracy theories abound. Various online communities speculate that Venice's hidden past is linked to extraterrestrial intervention, secret government projects, and ancient astronaut programs. Some believe the city is a beacon or gateway monitored by alien civilizations or shadowy organizations working to keep humanity unaware of its true origins. There are stories of secret meetings held beneath Venice, in underground chambers accessible only by boat through hidden canals. Participants reportedly include powerful figures from global intelligence agencies, esoteric societies, and even descendants of ancient Venetian noble families. These gatherings are said to discuss how to control or exploit the mysterious technology buried beneath the city, technology that could change everything we know about power, energy, and history itself. The idea of Venice as a nexus of hidden power ties into broader narratives about the city's historical role as a crossroads of East and West, a melting pot of cultures, knowledge, and intrigue. Its strategic location made it a natural center for trade and information exchange, but also for secrecy and covert operations. There are also intriguing links to ancient myths and legends. Some scholars point to the legend of Atlantis, the lost continent said to have sunk beneath the waves. Could Venice be a fragment of this sunken world preserved by the unique conditions of the lagoon? The stories of Poseidon's wrath, catastrophic floods, and lost knowledge may all be echoes of real events buried in collective memory. Adding to the mystery is the presence of peculiar artifacts found throughout the city and lagoon's strange metallic objects, carved stones with unknown inscriptions, and even fragments of what appear to be extraterrestrial technology. These artifacts often vanish mysteriously, fueling rumors of cover-ups and suppression. Not all experts agree with the more sensational theories. Some argue that natural geological processes and ancient human activity can explain the structures and artifacts, though they admit many questions remain unanswered. The truth, it seems, lies somewhere between myth and reality, a complex tapestry woven from forgotten history, science, and speculation. In the meantime, Venice continues to enchant visitors with its beauty, but beneath the surface, a silent mystery sleeps waiting for those brave enough to uncover its secrets. What else lies hidden beneath the canals? What stories have yet to be told? As we dive deeper into the enigma beneath Venice, it becomes clear that the city's hidden past intertwines with a broader, almost cosmic narrative, one that challenges everything we think we know about human origins and the forces shaping our world. A growing number of researchers now believe that Venice may be a key node in an ancient network of civilizations, a network that extended far beyond the Mediterranean, connecting sites of power and knowledge across the globe. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting this theory comes from the study of ancient ley lines and visible energy pathways said to crisscross the Earth, linking sacred sites and mysterious monuments. Venice sits at the intersection of several of these ley lines, aligning perfectly with other ancient centers such as Stonehenge, the Great Pyramid of Giza, and Machu Picchu. These alignments are unlikely to be coincidental. The ley lines may represent ancient knowledge of Earth's energy grids, knowledge that enabled civilizations to harness and manipulate natural forces for construction, communication, and possibly even spiritual purposes. Some believe the submerged structures beneath Venice were built to tap into these energy flows, acting as a giant conduit or power station. But who built these structures and why were they abandoned or destroyed? Here, the story becomes even more mysterious. According to some interpretations of Venetian lore and the secret manuscripts, the city was once governed by a race of beings not entirely human hybrid entities, part terrestrial, part extraterrestrial, who possessed advanced technology and wisdom. These beings are said to have shared their knowledge selectively, shaping human evolution and guiding the development of early cultures. The legend speaks of a great cataclysm, an event so catastrophic it shattered their civilization and forced survivors to retreat underground or vanish altogether. Some theorists link this cataclysm to a sudden shift in Earth's magnetic poles, massive comet impacts, or even a cosmic war between rival extraterrestrial factions. Intriguingly, historical records from different cultures contain hints of such events. The Sumerian texts tell of the Anunnaki gods who came from the heavens and influenced humanity. The Hindu scriptures describe the Devas and Asuras, celestial beings engaged in eternal battles. And in the Americas, the legends of the Star People tell of visitors who gifted knowledge to indigenous tribes before disappearing into the sky. Are these stories fragments of a shared truth passed down through generations under different guises? Could Venice's submerged city be the physical remnant of this ancient saga, a place where the cosmic and the terrestrial meet? Modern technology offers new ways to explore these questions. Advanced underwater drones and remote sensing allow researchers to map the lagoon floor with unprecedented precision. Recent expeditions have revealed tunnels and chambers extending far beyond the initial discovery site, suggesting a vast interconnected complex beneath the city. Moreover, chemical analysis of the surrounding sediments shows unusual isotopic ratios, indicating the presence of materials not naturally occurring in the region. Some speculate these could be remnants of extraterrestrial technology or advanced energy sources. The cultural impact of these discoveries is profound. Venice, already a symbol of beauty and mystery, now represents a bridge between myth and reality, science and speculation. Documentaries, books, and films inspired by these findings are gaining popularity worldwide, sparking renewed interest in the city's hidden past. However, with increased attention comes increased risk. Reports have emerged of artifacts disappearing from museums, research data being classified, and researchers facing pressure to abandon their work. The balance between uncovering truth and preserving power is delicate, and Venice stands at the center of this struggle. Despite these challenges, the quest for answers continues. New generations of scientists, explorers, and truth seekers are armed with better tools and broader perspectives. Their mission: to reveal the secrets buried beneath the canals and rewrite the story of human civilization. As night falls over Venice, the city's lanterns cast shimmering reflections on the water's surface, hiding the silent mysteries below. What ancient truths await discovery? What cosmic forces shaped our history? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the story of Venice is far from over. As investigations progressed into the labyrinth beneath Venice, researchers began to uncover signs that the city's submerged ruins were not only architectural marvels, but also repositories of encoded knowledge, a forgotten language carved into stone and crystal. Linguists and cryptographers from around the world joined efforts to decode symbols etched in strange scripts, unlike any known human alphabet. Dr. Moretti's team discovered that these inscriptions might be a combination of pictographs and mathematical formulas, suggesting an advanced culture that communicated through both art and science. One particularly perplexing inscription resembled a star map overlaid with equations describing gravitational forces and energy resonance. This finding raised questions about the civilization's scientific prowess. Were they advanced astronomers, physicists, or perhaps something beyond our understanding? Some scholars suggest that this language was designed not just for communication, but as a key to unlocking hidden technologies, perhaps even a manual for controlling energy fields or interstellar travel. The notion of a lost advanced civilization controlling energy echoes through many cultures and ancient myths, reinforcing the idea that Venice's underwater city may be the last fragment of such a world. Yet, many still ask, why was it hidden? What disaster or deliberate action caused the submersion and concealment of this knowledge? Uh, to answer these questions, the team turned to geological and climate data from the region. Studies revealed evidence of a massive seismic event roughly 12,000 years ago, which coincides with the end of the last ice age, a period marked by global upheaval and flooding. Such a cataclysmic event could have caused rapid submersion of coastal cities worldwide, forcing survivors underground or into exile. Similar legends appear in flood myths from cultures as distant as the Mesopotamians, Native Americans, and Pacific Islanders. Adding another layer to the mystery is the discovery of anomalous magnetic fields concentrated around Venice's lagoon areas where compasses malfunction and electronic devices behave unpredictably. Um, Scientists hypothesize that these magnetic anomalies may be linked to the crystalline energy grids uncovered beneath the city. This strange phenomenon has drawn the attention of physicists studying zero point energy and exotic matter, suggesting that ancient civilizations might have exploited these effects in ways modern science is only beginning to imagine. Could the lost city be a prototype or remnant of a global energy network? Parallel to the scientific exploration, tales of encounters with unexplained phenomena circulate among Venetian residents and visitors alike. Stories of ghostly lights dancing over the canals, mysterious figures seen in the fog, and sudden shifts in time and space have been reported for centuries. Skeptics attribute these experiences to folklore and psychological effects, but believers see them as manifestations of the city's hidden power, a residual energy left by its ancient architects, or perhaps even extraterrestrial watchers. These legends have been immortalized in Venetian art and literature, often encoded in symbolism and allegory to hide deeper truths from the uninitiated. For example, the famous Lion of St. Mark, Venice's emblem, is sometimes interpreted as a guardian figure protecting the city's secrets and warding off unwelcome intruders. Moreover, secret societies and esoteric groups such as the Rosicrucians and Freemasons have long been rumored to operate in Venice, drawing on its mystical heritage. Documents uncovered in hidden archives suggest that these groups may have inherited fragments of the ancient knowledge and technologies, safeguarding them through the ages. This intersection of history, myth, and mystery makes Venice a unique focal point for interdisciplinary study combining archaeology, physics, anthropology, and metaphysics. Its submerged city is not merely an archaeological curiosity, but a challenge to our understanding of human potential and cosmic connection. As new data streams in, the line between science and speculation blurs, inviting us to reconsider what it means to be human and what history really hides beneath the surface. The journey beneath Venice's waters is far from over, promising revelations that could redefine our place in the universe. With each new discovery beneath Venice, the narrative grows more complex, more tantalizing. The submerged city is not only a relic of an ancient civilization, but may also be a testament to cosmic events that shaped Earth's destiny. Recently, a joint expedition of marine archaeologists and astrophysicists uncovered peculiar metallic artifacts near the submerged ruins, artifacts that do not correspond to any known terrestrial metallurgy. Tests revealed these metals exhibit unusual magnetic properties and resilience to corrosion, hinting at technologies far beyond our current capabilities. Um, some speculate these relics could be remnants of extraterrestrial craft or equipment left behind during an era of contact between humans and alien visitors. This hypothesis, while controversial, gains traction as more anomalies surface. Recordings of electromagnetic pulses, strange energy signatures, and even unexplained underwater lights captured by submersibles. Could these phenomena be the residual effects of alien technology still active beneath the city? Further adding to the intrigue are ancient Venetian manuscripts describing sky people who descended from the heavens, bringing knowledge and warning of coming cataclysms. These beings were said to have shared their wisdom selectively before disappearing, leaving behind cryptic clues to be deciphered by future generations. One such clue is the so-called Venetian Codex, a fragile manuscript that some believe holds the key to unlocking the city's secrets. a combination of encrypted text and star charts pointing to locations around the world. Efforts to decode the codex have led to discoveries of similar symbols in other ancient sites, suggesting a global network of knowledge. The implications are profound. If these theories are true, then Venice is just one piece in a puzzle linking lost civilizations, extraterrestrial contact, and advanced technology. Such revelations could rewrite history and challenge dominant scientific paradigms. However, the deeper the researchers dig, the more resistance they encounter. Funding is mysteriously withdrawn, data is suppressed, and whistleblowers face intimidation. Is there a hidden agenda to keep these truths buried? Meanwhile, the city itself seems to respond. Unexplained tremors ripple through the lagoon, and seismic activity near the submerged city fluctuates unpredictably. Some believe the city is a sleeping giant, its energies awakening after millennia of silence. Could this awakening have consequences for Venice and the world? Might the energy grids beneath the city influence geological stability or even climate patterns? Scientists are only beginning to explore these possibilities, but the signs are both fascinating and unsettling. The human story intertwined with Venice's mysteries is one of survival, adaptation, and transformation. Ancient peoples may have possessed wisdom, lost to time, wisdom connected not only to Earth but to the cosmos itself. Exploring this connection forces us to question our assumptions about civilization, progress, and the boundaries between myth and reality. As new generations of explorers venture beneath Venice's waters, they carry the hopes of uncovering truths that transcend history, truths that might explain our place in a vast, interconnected universe. Venice, the city of canals, masks, and legends, stands as a gateway to the past and a beacon for the future. Its submerged city whispers secrets of cosmic origins, ancient knowledge, and the enduring mystery of human destiny. What awaits us beneath the waves? What stories lie buried in the silent depths? The answers lie in the waters waiting for those brave enough to seek them. The mysteries beneath Venice's shimmering canals have now captured global attention, attracting a new wave of explorers from scientists and historians to adventurers and conspiracy theorists. But the deeper the exploration goes, the more questions arise. Each discovery seems to open a door to an even greater enigma. One of the most startling recent revelations came from deep sonar scans that identified vast underground caverns extending well beyond the known submerged structures. Within these caverns, researchers detected large crystalline formations emitting faint pulses of light phenomena unlike anything previously documented. The crystals' patterns suggest they may serve as natural energy conductors or storage devices, part of a sophisticated system to harness and distribute power throughout the ancient city. Some speculate that this system was linked to the Earth's magnetic field and cosmic energy streams, perhaps enabling communication or transportation technologies that defy our understanding. At the same time, there have been renewed reports of unusual atmospheric events above Venice, strange lights in the sky, unexplained electromagnetic disturbances, and localized weather anomalies. Could these be signs of the city's latent energy interacting with the environment? Local residents have long told stories of the Watchers, mysterious figures who appear during foggy nights, observing silently from rooftops and bridges. While some dismiss these tales as folklore, others believe they hint at an ongoing presence connected to the city's hidden past. Adding to the intrigue, recently uncovered Venetian diaries from the 16th century mention secret gatherings in underground chambers where scholars studied celestial maps and practiced rituals invoking cosmic forces. These diaries suggest a lineage of knowledge keepers who may have preserved fragments of the ancient civilization's wisdom through centuries of upheaval. Modern researchers have found that some of these ritual sites align perfectly with the underwater structures, hinting at a connection between spiritual practice and advanced technology. Could the ancient inhabitants have blended science and mysticism, creating a culture where knowledge was both empirical and esoteric? As our understanding grows, so too does the mystery of Venice's place in the cosmos. Is the city merely a survivor of Earth's shifting epochs, or is it part of a grander cosmic design, a beacon, a repository, or even a gateway? To answer these questions, international collaborations are now underway, involving experts in quantum physics, archaeology, and ancient languages. Cutting-edge technologies such as AI-driven pattern recognition, quantum sensors, and deep-sea robotics are being deployed to explore deeper than ever before. However, with each breakthrough, there are warnings. Disturbing the city's secrets might trigger unforeseen consequences. Scientists caution that the ancient energy networks could be unstable and interference might awaken dormant forces. Despite these risks, humanity's thirst for knowledge pushes forward. Venice, with its layered history and submerged enigmas, continues to captivate the imagination, reminding us that the past is never truly lost. It merely waits beneath the surface, ready to reveal itself when the time is right. As dawn breaks over the canals, the city awakens, unaware of the silent pulse beneath its foundations, a heartbeat from a time long forgotten but never gone.